So here's a very familiar scene for you. You've packed your bags, you have your winter clothes ready and your winter shoes ready, and you're going to UK, which is very exciting. But then you're wondering, how safe is it now to travel to the UK, especially during this pandemic? If you're a nurse and if you're traveling from Philippines to the UK, I have this video for you which is going to show you what exactly to expect. So, dig in. Hi guys, this is Grace again from the PinayLondoner.com. I'm a Filipino expat who live here in UK and I make videos in moving, living, saving, working, and travels in the UK and beyond. So this is going to be the second part of the series coming to the UK as a nurse during pandemic. If you haven't watched the first part of this series, I'm going to post a link in here and please do check it out. Okay, let's do this!
I always be mindful that I need to travel light. So I just brought some pairs of jeans, shirts, pajamas, hoodies for good for 2 weeks, I think, and some
to buy it here.
Yeah, jackets, because we arrived at the end of winter, so it's still freezing cold. So
it's nice because you've got that idea about the weather that you're gonna come here. Like,
yes, that's a good thing that I've been here.
So you don't need to like carry a lot of heavy winter jackets with you. So that's very nice.
Yes.
But so of course you just have to bring a couple of hand rub, this kind of stuff, and masks.
Fortunately, it's a big sign of, it's a big relief in our part because we're praying that we will landed in a safe and a well-esteemed airline. So we've got Qatar Airways, which really excellent in their service.
Yeah.
And
I think I took Qatar as well. I think I took Qatar as well.
Yeah, this is really great and really accommodating. And in the airport, they're really strict in terms of they need to ask for your a negative COVID test.
Yeah.
Also, same documents like your OEC, I got it here. So you've got my OEC here ready.
Yeah.
Your agency worker agreement. So I think you need to place it in a separate folder so that it is really easy to access. You have to employment list here, and also your electronic ticket receipt for your flight details, and most importantly, your certification of your negative swab test. And in our case, because the UK government has released a new protocols for any nurses or FW coming in the UK. So now the new update is that they are asking for a UK Locator passenger form, which is you needed to log in your details, and you can able to generate a QR code, and thus they want to ask from you. So it's really mandatory to have that before your flight. During our flight, we feel really safe because mandatory wearing of face mask, face shield, just one seat apart, and they provided safety kits like hand rub, alcohol, sanitizers, masks, and even a clean glove. So I think we really feel safe that time.
One seat apart.
Yeah, one seat apart.
Two seats.
So you got lucky if there's no one besides you on that middle seat because you can sleep undisturbed.
yeah. It's not quite 2 meters though, but anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you felt safe at least, no? So when you arrived in the UK, tell us what happened.
We arrived around 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's really cold. So we go straight ahead to the UK border, UK control, or the immigration officer. So it took almost 2 hours after we completed our immigration check. But in my case, it's really a nightmare, because
And
yeah, because I had still my old visa, which is still not expired.
yeah,
So they asked me that the immigration officers asked me a bunch of questions like why you left the UK, what's the reason, when
yeah.
it was, and all that stuff, which makes me feel uneasy. But before that question, they will ask you what you're gonna be working here, what's your work here, under
Yeah.
what company, until when. Yeah, still same questions. But in my case, I waited there for almost 30 minutes, waiting for a good news that they will let me in, because she will ask for a second opinion and ask advice from her senior staff about my case. So, but she's really comforting that don't worry, everything will fine. Their documents are good. They'll just have a bunch of questions regarding my old visa.
You know what? I just remembered, sorry, this is off topic, but I felt the same. I feel like I can relate to the fear, or to the fear of the unknown that you had before, because I remembered when I traveled to Croatia, I did research that they're okay to have a Schengen visa, that they acknowledged it. But when I presented it into the plane, like, before boarding, they have to call somebody. They have to call senior officer to check my passport, and I was like, "Oh my God, I cannot go. I have my bags packed already." So yeah, it was really like it's not a good situation to be in. So for those who are watching this video as well, comment down below what are your experiences with this kind of immigration checks or airport checks. And I'm pretty sure it might be not the best, but not the best, not because of the officers, but it's just because of the process that they need to do, isn't it? But it's still something worth remembering.
After that, our driver fetched us. We are in Terminal 5, so it's really far.
Yeah.
So straight away to our accommodation.
Yeah.
There's additional requirement also implemented by the UK government now as healthy and safe protocols, that you need to book 2 COVID tests on your quarantine. So at the moment, it's already 10 days quarantine. So you need to have your swab test on the 2nd day and on your 8th day. So your agency, don't worry, your agency will pay. Will book and pay for that. So it costs a lot though. So they just make sure that we are negative before after the arrival and after the quarantine period.
So the airport people are gonna check this as well, that you've got a active booking with these 2 tests.
It's the immigration officer. They'll ask for the reference number.
Okay, so they have to know that you will test yourself for sure.
That you already paid for that set of COVID tests. Our kits arrived the same day of our team. The same day we arrived in the UK. So it was posted, by the way. So it's really convenient for us. We don't want to wait for that long for our test kits to arrive. Yeah. But in our case lately, I heard some news that they can't able to go out to the accommodation, to the quarantine, because they haven't received their kits yet. So fortunately, in our case, it's really fast. So in terms of our COVID test, it's really techy. You need to register to their, to online, and they'll ask some important details.
Yeah.
And you got your QR code in your test kits and your post mail, so everything is online, and they've got instructions there.
How do you post it then? I mean, where do you send it to? Is it like a kind of ANOVA test here in the NHS that you interpret it after 30 minutes and you have the results straight away? How is it?
Ours is different. So it's really weird, because the swab itself is just like really like a cotton applicator. it's really it's really traumatizing if you go down to your nostrils.
Yeah.
8, 9, 10. Oh my god.
So it's just one swab for your oropharynx and your nasopharynx. Everything is online, so you don't need to go to the post mail or to any Royal Mail branches, but you'll just drop it to a red post or bin. Yeah, with an NHS sticker. So we can able to track it online if it's already picked up, if you're just still waiting for the result. But it only took 1 day after we received our result. So it turned out negative, so we're blessed.
So basically, you have to drop it in a post box like very quickly because you're in quarantine.
Yeah.
I was expecting that somebody's gonna knock on your door and is gonna pick it up, you know?
So I'm the one who dropped all the test kits along with my co-nurses. So I need to do it quick, unless
of course.
I'll be exposed outside. So in terms of our groceries, the hospital is the one who prepared for that, and we are well pampered anyway. So they will provide all necessary essential things like from food stuff. And in regards to our bank account, we need to receive our last COVID test. It turned out negative, so it's really necessary to have your bank account.
Yeah,
because everything here now is cashless.
Yeah.
Except from other stores which require, they still accepting cash. But it's really convenient to have your card, either Monzo or any bank account ready. Yeah. Lucky enough, we find some shops we get able to accept still cash, like Tesco, Sainsbury's. So it's really accessible. It's just a few miles away, and we have one cohort which she still has a card, international card. So we just utilize her card for the meantime.
And then just pay her cash.
Yes.
Okay, so it wasn't really that difficult. So basically, you have to quarantine 10 days, no?
Yeah, all in all, our quarantine day or 10 days of quarantine is really, it's really monotonous. It's just like boring, but it's just a perfect time for you to relax.
Yeah.
At least expected to have your jet lag after your flight, but it's really perfect time to to relax, prepare your mind, and prepare your body, mind, and everything that you really need here. Because after your quarantine, everything is busy. So you have your jump up scheduled.
You've got your transition period as well. You can use it as transition period. So at least it was okay, because when you're in quarantine, I mean, you will have their Wi-Fi there, no? Because of course, if you're in quarantine, you'll have to buy your SIM card, this kind of stuff. Not the usual that we used to do when we first arrived, in my case, because yours is like straight away quarantine. So at least you've got Wi-Fi there to use. Yeah,
our agency provided us SIM cards and also Wi-Fi. There's available Wi-Fi here, so you can able to connect people. And the good thing is, our quarantine period is paid, so it's a win-win situation.
You wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind. You start being paid already. So, Kev, any last advice for tourists or travelers in general who's gonna come in the UK? Any last advice?
In general, guys, we're still in the peak of the pandemic. Even though vaccines are available, you need to have that tough mindset that I need to accomplish all my documents on time. Everything is still in chaos. Be ready, and always coordinate with your agency or respective trust for any updates or news here in the UK, because it's really necessary.
Yeah.
And lastly, because in my case, I've experienced really hassles, delays, which really affect your mental health and the way how you perceive things.
Yeah.
But as long as you've got that passion, your strong determination, and if you really persevere about your dream, yeah, everything is possible. Take one step at a time and stay focused on your lane. And most importantly, prayers, because
Laser
just
focus.
submit everything to God, yeah, and He will lead and guide your way in His perfect time.
That's true. That's true. Because some might be discouraged along the way, isn't it?
Take it in a positive way. Take it as a perfect avenue to grow, to relearn, and to meditate. That everything here, every delays, shaky steps or missteps, is for a good reason. It's not for, maybe it's just for redirection. It's not a rejection.
I like that. Redirection,
Yeah.
not rejection. Oh, mantra. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your time.
Yeah, I hope guys you learn out from this video. You can have a glimpse of what's happening. Everything here is in order, in place, as long as just stay safe. So,
yeah. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed it, and I hope that everybody has learned as well. I'm gonna see you very soon.
Yes.
Soon.
Yeah, see you soon.
Yeah, see you soon. So for everybody, if you find content in this video, please do subscribe in this channel by clicking the link below, and then the bell button as well, so you get notified every time I upload some new content. Yeah, it should be around there. I should place it somewhere. And share this with your friend if you think that they will benefit from the tips if they're gonna travel to the UK. And yeah, and I have some video as well on how to do your staff lateral full test using the Innova. So check it out, and I'll see you in that video.